Catholic. We would go to mass on Sundays, and I got baptized, confirmed, and all that good stuff. But around 11 or 12 years old, after I was confirmed, I started just arguing with my parents. I didn't want to go to mass. I didn't want to go. I mean, I was really into basketball. I was really into sports. I didn't want to take up my Sunday mornings by going to church and all this stuff. And I'm arguing, and my parents didn't really give a whole lot of pushback. They were just like, okay, well, you guys are confirmed. We're not going to go back anymore. The reason my parents did that is because both my mom and my dad had kind of a sore spot for what happened to my sister as a child. And God is usually the scapegoat for things like that. So it's like, why did this bad thing have to happen to me? Why did this bad thing have to happen to this person I love? Like, if no one is close in proximity to blame, I'm going to blame the Almighty. So we stopped going to mass, to church, when I was around 11 or 12 years old. And then through middle school and high school, when asked about it, whether I believe or don't believe or anything, because I had a couple Christian basketball coaches along that way, and I would just tell them I was an atheist. Probably barely knew what the word meant, but I just knew it meant that they would stop asking me about God. And I eventually so I graduated high school, and by the time I graduated high school and going into college, I became really obsessed with philosophy, and I was just like kind of an obsessive reader, and I would read like the New Atheists. I would read a lot of old philosophers from Nietzsche to Kierkegaard to Kant and everybody all the like, and I kind of formed myself into that atheistic uh, persona. But then when I went to college, I was kind of bitter going into college because I wanted a uh, Division 1 basketball scholarship, right? Didn't get that. I only got offers from Division 2s, Division 3s, and I was like, if I can't play for the best, I don't want to play at all. So I was real prideful that way. I ended up taking an academic scholarship to go to this Division 2 school in Lakeland, Florida called Florida Southern College. It's right outside Orlando, in between Orlando and Tampa. And so I go to Florida Southern on an academic scholarship, and I miss basketball so much that I say, I got to I need to do something with basketball. I miss it too much. I couldn't work for the men's team because they had like, the manager position open for like the men's team. I'm like, I can't work for the men's team. I was recruited to play against like these guys and stuff. And then I would just be like sitting there giving them towels. Again, too prideful, didn't want to do that. But they had this like student coach position for the women's team.